I never anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving them. I told him the hunter, I keep trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me up by the morning. I had me some breakfast by the morning, I had a six by the morning. I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture me, you got the picture me. Pacific ice on my ocean, ready for war like I'm Russian. Ladies should never the luggage, my diamonds they tussling. My neck and my belly, they calling for me and they, you want me like me and I look, yeah, her Rex on her, yeah, B-Rex better calm down, yeah, if you go around, come around, yeah, whole squad, yeah, squad goes on me, yeah, make some orange gel on my toes, yeah, Farrakhan glass for the chosen, yeah, you can go and get mad, jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, and who's you, my shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Cleveland Browns and the Miami Dolphins. For a berth in Super Bowl 53, away we go. The 2019 AFC Championship game is underway. Returning it, John Ross. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Boykin. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Now Boykin on 2nd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Myles Garrett in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now it's Boykin. Going deep downfield for Ross. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Mayfield. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Mayfield on first down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Handoff comes to Chubb, and he's going to get this one down to the 30. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going underneath for Gordon. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for a loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
A pickup of 20. On the 3rd down conversion. Now a handoff. This is Gordon looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Ohio! Ohio!
On second down, here's Boykin. Pryor has it complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Play action. Now Boykin. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First foray into the red zone for Miami. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now they'll run it on the toss. Try to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
On second down, it's Boykin. Throw left side, complete to Ross. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Touchdown, Miami! So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Raekwon McMillan coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to look deep for pick. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there on 3rd down for the Browns. 43 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
2nd down, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. A first throw here for the backup Taylor. Steps under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right. This is caught inside the 15. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
And they pick up the 1st down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on 3rd down, or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
One thing that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. After the interception, here's Boykin. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Boykin being chased out left. Now he's going to throw deep. He's got a man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Boykin on 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. He's going to look deep for his right. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And that one results in 35 yards. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Throwing here, Boykin on 1st. Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's go! Spread 38! Spread 38!
Again, Boykin. Steps away to his left. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90! Give me that ball! Give me that ball! Show it up! Ohio! Ohio! Watch out!
Out of the gun, Boykin. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the former 1st-round pick, Demarius Randall. Allen, the intended receiver.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. They run again on first down, Chubb. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Mayfield now on 2nd down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Joey Bosa. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Browns on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. They've got his man complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They give him a gain of 37. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Detroit! A first down throw for Mayfield. Buying time to his left. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And again, it's Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hold, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Got to love what they're doing on offense right now.
Slow. Z. Slow. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be brought down at the 43. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Now he'll be hit from behind, and he is landed on hard. Melvin Ingram. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. The Browns on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Mayfield now. He may try and run for this. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Detroit!
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
White 90. Hey, I'm coming.
Here's Boykin to throw. He's going to air one out. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. 38 yards. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A first down carry here for Johnson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Mayfield now from the 50. A look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And some room to maneuver. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 45 yards. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
And now here's Ross. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll run it on the the toss. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38.
Now Boykin on 2nd down. Being chased out left. And he's going to find a man, Keenan Allen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He got 29 yards that time. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. Now they'll run on the draw. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ohio!
Now it's Boykin. And an alley to run. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now Gordon on 1st down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Flex round! Flex round!
They go play action now. Boykin stepping up. He's going to keep it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
One man on the backfield is Gordon. 3rd and goal. Boykin forced out to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off, or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Mayfield to throw it this time. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. And Callaway taking it in left side. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Wake in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Ohio! Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he finds still. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Now Boyd, he finds Ross right side. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they'll go on the ground. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2.